All right, if you are tuning in right here, I'm pretty much in the midst of doing the videos that I do for you folks, and I'm editing them right now. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get my input on it because y'all seen all the little spills and stuff I did on the videos. And if you are in here right now, there might not be anybody in this chat room right now. If you're gonna rewatch this live, I'm 20 seconds in, nobody said nothing yet. So if you're gonna come into this chat room and start speaking and saying hey, hello, and all that while I'm live, I might miss it because I'm gonna go ahead and give you all my input on this. Okay, let's talk about the big C word, the C word that everybody's been buzzing about, the corona. Let me tell you something, folks. It really is not a big of a deal as they are making it. I know y'all seen my spoofs. I know y'all seen my parodies. I know y'all seen all the stuff I did on there because I really want y'all to get the concept in your mind that it's really not bad as they're making it to be. Okay. Let me tell you guys something real quick. If you never study biology or nothing like that, know nothing about disease control and all the stuff like that. Um, First of all, let me say this. Most of us that's in the medical profession, we are not freaking out. And yeah, I know I might end up going to get some of my little friends and buddies on some of these things here. But here's the thing. You guys are just helping the hospitals and stuff make a lot of money. You are definitely boosting the economy and all that. So anyway, let me tell you something first and foremost. The coronavirus, y'all all know about it, what you think you know about it, what you heard about it, okay? But here's the thing right here. Let's just say right now, I want to take this time to really get y'all to understand something. I can't see the comments over here. I'm not going to look at the comments right now. So if y'all saying, hey, MRM, blah, 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 I'm saying, hey, back. I just got to get this point across because if I look at something that y'all are saying, you're going to distract me from what I'm trying to say to you right now. Okay, because I only got till 8:30 to the video starts. So listen to this. Right now, I'm going to give y'all an example. The corona, I don't care what the media has told y'all, the corona has never not been around. It's always been around. A lot of us in medicine always knew about it. I told a lot of people that I've talked to all over that here's the thing. You know how many, as long as I've worked in the hospital, you know how often I would get a patient's chart. And when I see the chart, I would see hepatitis B, hepatitis C, HIV, I would see coronavirus. I would see these different things. I cannot tell you how many patients I've come across that had coronavirus. And as a medical professional, what we do, we have something called isolation. And when we go into the isolated room, it tells us gown, gloves, and mask. We wash our hands before we go into the patient's room. We put our gowns and gloves on and all that. We go into the patient's room. We treat the patient, do the things that we need to do to get them better therapeutic wise. Then when we get done, we go by the door entrance. We take off everything except for the gloves. Everything goes there first. The gown comes off. If you got goggles on, the goggles come off. The mask comes off. And then guess what? Our gloves come off. Once our gloves come off, we wash our hands. I wash it all the way up to my forearms in the patient's room and dry it off in the patient's room and use a paper towel to turn the faucet off. And we throw the paper towel in the garbage. We step outside of the patient's room and we put hand sanitizers on our hands. Some people actually wash their hands again. But my point is saying that I've been doing it for 15 years plus. 15 years plus that I've been seeing a ton of patients that has corona. Never thought nothing about it because we all know what they do. We know what the corona does to the body. It's like just a cousin of the flu, pretty much. I know y'all heard in the media. No, it's not because they said. I know it's driving a lot of y'all crazy. Y'all fall into this thing, but like I said, most of us in medicine, I'm talking about real people. I'm not talking about what the doctors that the media showed you that they pretty much got to say what they needed them to say. I'm talking about real doctors, PAs, PTs, PTAs, people that's in medicine, nurses, RNs, LPNs. We're all sitting here like, huh? What? Like, really? So anyway, let me tell y'all something. I don't care again once what the media has told you. It started in this country, then it spread here, then it went here. Y'all remember that movie Planet of the Apes when that dude got sneezed on? They start showing like the airplane travel and all that, showing each country that it hit and all this and it hit that. I swear it's like that's what they did with this. Here's the thing, folks. Theory-wise, there really wasn't necessarily a spread, okay? When corona was first discovered in China, if they would have had anybody in America at that time go check themselves out and be screened for it, you would have found that there were people that actually had it. People have been getting it for a long time, okay, folks? I know I'm going to have folks mad at me. I know y'all going to be, no, it's not. That's not true because my mama Bubba comes. I know y'all going to say all that, but I'm telling you, from the real people that work in real medicine, in real hospitals, we seen this stuff all the time. Now, I never had a patient that came in and specifically only had coronavirus and was hospitalized for it. We might have had them in there because of we'll have like these are the things that they got going on. Then we have primary issues, emphysema, cystic fibrosis, COPD, upper respiratory lung infection, coronavirus, da 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 da. Now, in all my years, I would say maybe 7 patients we've had that maybe passed away, but it wasn't from a result of the coronavirus by itself. It was a combination of all the underlying issues they had along with it. So to all y'all that are watching right now and are freaking out, I know what mainstream is telling y'all, but you're talking to somebody from the real world, working in real hospitals, in real nursing homes, in real skilled nursing facilities, on long-term care facilities. They got y'all. They absolutely got y'all. And I hate to say this, and I don't want nobody to feel bad about what I'm getting ready to say right now. If you do feel bad or do feel offended, that's on you, because that's not my intention. My intention is to make you think about it. Here's the thing, folks. To me, this was a huge exercise to see how mass media, sensationalism, pandemonium can control you. I say this all the time on my channel. If it's some of you guys, I'm real proud of a lot of the MRMIs. I got to admit that, because you guys were right there with me. Y'all been with me long enough. Y'all heard all these chats we doing. I'm kind of I felt proud at a lot of y'all responses, because not saying that y'all want to respond to it anyway, but a few things that you guys have been saying back to me, it made me feel like, wow, these live chats that I have with you guys and how I try to get, like I tell people, I'm trying to get you to think superiorly. Some of y'all have been really, really on it. Like, oh, Ty, you know what? Like, some of you guys have emailed me saying, Ty, I listen to some of your other chats, and when you say X, Y, and Z, it makes sense for what's going on right now, because you guys are thinking for yourselves. You're not rolling with the masses and what people. I told you, The Great Dictatorship, along with the song Time. You should listen to that. The greatest speech ever. It was like a thing with the dude. I don't know, the kind of guy kind of looked like Hitler. But anyway, he was giving a speech, and he said, they drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle. Machine men with machine hearts, telling you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you and diet you. I love that. He said, don't give yourselves to these machine men, machine mind with machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. I love that, because I listen to it every single morning, because this is the type of thing that is going on right now. It seemed like they just did this huge worldwide project to see if we did this, we can make everybody freak out. People, how is it that if you get a cold or a flu, they say stay home, but if you get corona, self-quarantine? Why are we using the word quarantine? Why are we using the word quarantine? My medical colleagues, all y'all that's out there who I'm not talking about the ones I work with, but the ones that I do not know that may be watching this, why are we using the word quarantine? Do you quarantine when you get a cold? Do you quarantine when you get a severe cold? Do you quarantine when you get an ear infection or a lung infection? Do you quarantine when how's it now coronavirus? They threw the word, see what I'm saying? Because they threw the word quarantine on there, everybody just jumped on it now. We're self-quarantining. So when your child one day may get the flu or may get a real bad cold and you take them from school and keep them home, are you going to say, oh yeah, I'm quarantining my son because he has the flu? I'm just trying to tell you folks, like I said, again, if you're tuning in right now, I know I made parodies and all that because I really want y'all to think about it. That's why I'm laughing. That's why I'm able to joke and laugh. No, people losing their lives and dying is not a laughing manner. But majority of the people that we're seeing in the real world already have underlying issues. And I know somebody will say, no, because there was a 6-year-old boy or a 10-year-old boy or a 20-year-old boy or da-da-da-da. He was completely healthy and they said he got the coronavirus and he died. No, guarantee you there's underlying issues. Us that work in the hospital, they get to see the patient's chart, to see the actual other things they have going on. No. Oh, because the news said, oh, it was a healthy young man and he passed away. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know no healthy people that passed away from it. Again, folks, if you listen to this, people already had underlying issues. They died just like cancer. People don't really die from cancer. They end up dying from respiratory failure and all kind of kidney failure and liver failure. So it's not necessarily the cancer that killed them. It's all the other complications that they had to go along with it, along with cancer that did it. So what am I saying here, folks? They got you. They completed a big old huge exercise all over the world to see how we can get Americans to act. Oh my God, we got a big, huge thing that can infect your lungs. It causes shortness of breath, cause you the fever, But you need to go out and get as much tissue as you can. I don't know who even started this. Tissue became like the Popeye's chicken. Tissue became Popeye's chicken of the world. I don't know who started it and whatever like that, but people jumped right on board. And here's something that one of my colleagues said that I think is awesome. Do y'all know this? If you are one of the ones that you are healthy, you are great, you don't have nothing going on. If you were one of the ones that went out and bought a ton of tissue and bought all this stuff, You know what you did? You messed it up for a lot of people that are self-quarantining. You know, quarantining. You know what I know? You want to know why? People that are self-quarantining, they don't need to be going out and about. They need to stay home. Look, people that are actually staying home with the sickness, that's what I'm gonna start saying. People, I'm gonna use that in quotations, quarantining. If you were at home quarantining, I'm messing up, quarantining. If you're doing it at home, and they don't want you to get out, you probably do need a week or two amount of supplies so that you don't have to get out, so you can keep the thing at home, at bay. But if all the healthy people and the people that don't really need that much tissue are going out buying all the tissue and everything that people needed like that, then guess what? The people that are at home self-treating themselves, if they run out, unless they got some family near that can go and get it for them, they have to leave and go and possibly expose other people to it, because you dummies went out and bought all the tissue and everything else that these people might be needing. Didn't think about that, did you? No, you didn't think about that. It amazes me. It just shows us human beings how we would really act. I mean, I swear this is just a worldwide project. How would human beings really act if push came to shove? Would we come together and try to take care of each other? Would we come together to make sure everybody else is all right? No. So during this time, the survival of the fittest kicked into some of y'all. Y'all out beating people up, fighting, knocking over kids, knocking over elderly folks, beating up people you never would beat up, cussing people out, getting mad at the store clerks about they show videos of people they're bringing the stock from behind. People just rush the boxes, ripping the box open. It's like it's Black Friday, taking tissue and stuff like that. I don't get it, folks. I really don't get it. There's all kind of things you could have used. You could have bought a cheap shower head from the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store. And if you don't have no tissue, you could just go right into that bathroom, put your boohoo, sit on the tub, put your butt out there and spray the living daylights out. You got a self-handheld bidet. So, and with that, there's older folks are like, we don't get it. We're just going to go back and use our corn husks. We don't get it. Go buy a bunch of heads of lettuce, folks. Get a head. Get some heads of lettuce. You can just take one big leaf off and it's nice and wet. you can sit there and wipe your own self with it. Yes, you can use a lettuce leaf. Use romaine leaf. I don't know. Your brain will kick in. Go to McDonald's. If they let you in, go to McDonald's. And if they don't let you in, go through the drive-thru and order like 10 $1 sandwiches and tell them you're feeding 10 kids, so you're going to need some extra napkins. Use those napkins. How about stop at a gas station, go into Quick Trip or whatever you might have, the Walmart gas station, any gas station you can find. Go there and go into their bathroom, take their tissue, take their napkins, take their paper towels. I'm just saying, if push came to shove, you have options, folks. You have options. Again, to us that work in medicine and been there for quite some time, we were unmoved by what was going on. Y'all do know that where it started at, it's not there no more, right? Y'all do know that, right? You know that, right? Like in China, if anything, if I was going to travel, I would probably fly to China because they have no cases now. It's over. So guess what's going to happen here? All these crazy pains. See, that's what I'm saying. I think what it is, people are so caught up in sensationalism. They're just caught up in it. A lot of times we don't even care if it's right, if it's wrong, if it's true, if it's false. All we know is that it's gaining a whole bunch of momentum and we want to jump right on board with, oh my God, they said, I showed up to work. You know, they took my temperature. They took my temperature at work. My temperature showed a 99.7. And guess what? I said, oh, wait a minute. No, that's not right. No, that's not right. The girl freaked out a little bit. And guess what I did? I got my own thermometer out of my medical bag. I stuck it underneath my tongue. It showed a 96.3. So what was wrong with her thermometer? Check this out. In one of the facilities that I go to, you have a door, right? And when you come inside that door, there's an open area space. And then there's another door. Okay, follow me. So it's two doors. When you come to the first door, you got to press a button. Somebody has to let you in. Okay, that's usually how it goes. But here's what happened. And I had to tell them to think about something. When I came through the first door, the girl took my temperature and she showed I had a 99.6. Guess what? The thermometer, not the thermometer that she had, but the little tubings that you put the thermometer in, the little casings, she had those out there between those two doors. Well, guess what, folks? Between those two doors is something that we have there called a heater. Those things been sitting out there all that time with that heater on in that small little confined space. So those things were hot. So of course it showed a 99.6. That's why when I took my own thermometer, I stuck it in my mouth, it showed a 96 point something. So anyway, my point in saying all that is this, folks. I know that the world and the media has made this super crazy, outrageously serious, but it really isn't. If you took the time that coronavirus came out and let it escalate and put the flu right there, the flu was killing people more than what the corona was. But ain't nobody talking about that. Nobody's talking about that though. Yeah. If you took the time the coronavirus first hit the scene and started building up, the flu was tearing people up, folks. You work in the hospital, you know, major flu cases was coming in more than corona. But wait a minute, wait. The flu and the corona had similar symptoms. Well, the corona didn't prevent with the corona, let me slow down. The corona did not present with your whole body aching. They both got some symptoms that are alike, but not all alike, just like a whole lot of diseases do. You can have a flu-like symptom if you have an ear infection. When I say a flu-like symptom, fever. You know what I mean? Or no, I'm sorry, corona had the fever. So if you had an earache and you get a fever, oh, wait a minute, man, if you stepped on a rusty nail and got an infection in your foot, your body temperature is going to go up because it's going to kill off the infection. It's going to kill off the infection. If you end up, I don't know, cutting yourself with something and you got infected, your body's going to have a temperature. If you end up basically getting like some other type of virus, I don't know what it may be, your body's going to raise the temperature. That's the body's natural response to kill off the sickness that's inside of it, folks. So anyway, like I was saying, here's the thing. This is what I really want some of y'all to really listen to right here. And this is going to drive this home. It's not that the coronavirus started somewhere and it spread. The only thing that spread about corona more than anything is the news and the talk of corona itself. Because how is it that somebody in New York, somebody in Florida, somebody in Death Valley, somebody in Alaska, all of a sudden, oh, look how it's spreading. It's in this state now. It's in that state now. It's in that state now. Oh, it's here now. Oh, because all the international traveling is the reason. No, it's not. Those people that end up finding out that they had coronavirus would have had it anyway. Before anyone left from China, folks were getting coronavirus, people. They were getting it. So it's not the fact that, oh, it went from China, then it hit Russia, then it hit here, then it hit there. Now it's in the United States. Now it's here. Now, it ain't now that it's came here because people from China or folks that were doing international traveling brought it here. The people had it anyway. I'm trying to tell you, would y'all believe if somebody said, oh, wow, there's a new flu strain that's in China and now it made its way to America? Y'all would be like, okay, we get the flu all the time. Well, what y'all don't know is because coronavirus never got the glorification that it's getting right now. It's oh my God. But people, I'm telling y'all, folks have always gotten coronavirus, just like people have always gotten the flu, just like people have always gotten meningitis, just like people have always gotten diverticulitis. People gotten all kind of viruses, folks. And the only difference is you guys never heard of it in the main general public. You just never really heard of it. And now folks are just, oh my God, corona. Because really, when you do get it, if you do get it, you know, most time there's people that have gotten it and didn't even know they had it. We've had people that came in, like I told you, go into a patient's room, read their chart. They got coronavirus. Yes, it was some of them had 19 before. They didn't know they had it. They came there for a whole nother issue, because guess what? Naturally, they usually fight it off. You're like, yeah, you know what? I was kind of a little hot, man. I was running a little temperature there, but I mean, you know, I was a little sneezy running, though. And some people don't even get shortness of breath. Some people didn't even know they had it. But again, people, let this whole thing blow out of proportion, because I think it was just a huge, giant, controlled experiment, which I'm glad they did it, because now we got people watching it mess out of their hands. I'm not glad that nobody passed away and died from it, but my thing is, they would have died from it anyway. I'm telling you. I wish that I had like Dr. Beck in here right now, or Dr. Frank, Dr. Merritt, Dr. Finney, Surgeon Finney, Dr. England, Dr. Meningati. I wish I can just like have them come right here and sit down and just look at y'all and be like, people, y'all done lost y'all mind. Seriously, folks. So anyway, when it comes down to it, people, this too shall pass. It's nothing new to us in medicine. It's just something new to the mainstream. And I swear, y'all, we get these wipes. And that's why I did one of my videos when I parody. I had a Sandy wipe up in the corner. We get things called Sandy wipe. On the back of Sandy wipe, it talks about it's killing Corona. Corona 219, whatever like that is what it says on ours. But it pretty much kills all that stuff. So don't be surprised. If you look on the back of Lysol, look on the back of some of these major wipes, do not be surprised when you look and see some viruses you never heard of. Don't be surprised if, like, in the next election, I ain't talking about the one coming up now, but in another election, some new thing is going to come out now. And then it's going to be on the back of those cans too, because to us in medicine, it's not nothing new to us. We have to make sure that you guys are safe when you come to the hospital. So we wipe down things that's going to kill anything that you might be having in you. That's the whole purpose of keeping a medical facility clean and sterile, sanitized, because most of our sanitizers have things in it that will pretty much kill anything that you might bring in on a certain type of surface. Okay, so I want to get that thing across. Now, we knew that we were still kind of sitting here in the flu season. So if you boosted up on your immune stuff, you have your vitamin C, your dark berries, anything that have antioxidants in it, you probably end up some of y'all, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, some of y'all probably would have tested positive for it and didn't even know you had it. Right now, do you know, we talk about this in medicine too a lot. Do you know that if we was to swab every employee and every patient that came into the hospital, did you know that probably 30% of all of them would have MRSA? MRSA of the nares, MRSA of the sputum. We talk about this stuff all the time. Now, if we end up saying, oh, wow, there's a new strand of MRSA in the Netherlands, and this MRSA of the nares has killed this certain amount of people, and it came from eating seal blubber. And so next thing you know, oh, people were traveling and all this stuff like that. Well, now there's a case over in China. There's a case in Tokyo. There's a case in Australia. There's a case in Canada of MRSA. It's like, we in medicine, we would be like, again, MRSA? Really? Really? I mean, we've had people that had MRSA so bad that they've died from it. So again, folks, it's 8:30 right now. I know a lot of y'all made comments at me. I know a lot of y'all were saying some things to me. I apologize that I'm not going to be able to read it right now because I just wanted to get this out without being distracted by it. So anyway, in the time of this talking right here, I'm getting ready to give you guys a link to the video that you're going to be going over to. It's going to be starting here pretty soon. And wow, let's see. I'm getting ready to give you the link. It's 8:30. Like I said, I'm sorry if I can't see what you guys are saying because I'm actually getting this video together for you guys right now. And I'm getting ready to give y'all the link to it. And when I give you the link to it, I'm going to be going over to that video and I will be seeing you guys over there. And I have to go back and reread. I'll go back through this live stream and reread what you guys said. All right. So I'm giving you guys the link right there. Click that link. Click that link. Click that link. This is where I'm getting ready to go. All 78 of you in here. You see that link down there? All 78 of you. Do y'all see that link? Oh, I don't know what you on your phone. That link right there. That's what I'm getting ready to give you guys. Okay. I'm getting ready to give you that link. I've already been giving it to you and I'm getting ready to check out. I know I flew through this without no distraction and I am proud of myself for that. You should be proud of me too. My general, you proud of me? Look at that. I didn't get distracted there. I did good, Mom. No, I will see you guys over there, folks. All right. Mansi Anya Ame Bataya. Me Bataya CK Amo.